and Crepo to the desk after another solid win, starting 2-0. Yeah, solid win. You guys definitely pulled it together. We're gonna get into what you guys did well. All right, don't worry. Starting the Super Week off 2-0. That's got to feel good, keeping that 4-0 dream alive and that playoff spot in your sights. So Crepo, just talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, we were driving to the studio full of hope, and then we were watching the Dignitas match against Curse. And then, yeah, our hope vanished again because Curse won, and so we have to go 4-0. And then this match, we were confident, but it was a little iffy. Let's face it, it didn't go as planned. I'm just really relieved we won today.
Well, so let's jump right into it then. Altec, you guys started down 3-0 in kills for the game. So how do you regroup when that kind of knocks you off kilter? There's so much importance on the map. What were the calls? What were the steps to be taken to get back into the game?
Since their comp was just protect the Kog'Maw comp, we did really well bottom. So the Kog'Maw got kind of shut down early. So I was a lot stronger than them. And I think as a team, we have played together a lot more and have more experience together. Whereas they, even with leads, I don't think they'd be able to come together and close out the game.
So were you taken off guard by how coordinated they were, or did you just exploit those little holes and lack of coordination? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like the ways we went down weren't necessarily them being overly coordinated. The first 10 minutes of the game are very solo queue-esque still. It doesn't take a fully coordinated team like to kill your jungler or like, get a solo kill or whatever happened. They had some nice roams. On bottom though, you could feel the difference between like us being able to play together and Baby Eater and Chaos being new to each other. So I'm really glad we won that lane, because if we didn't, then I'd feel a little ashamed. You know, I might as well call it quits then. But yeah, actually this entire game was about baiting Black Shields. I feel even on lane, every time we managed to get that Black Shield down, I could flash in, tag Chaos, and he would have to flash. Johnny would follow up immediately, and even in fights, the last team fight as well. Get the Black Shield, and then Maokai, even though he had a really, really hard laning phase, he's just, I'll flash W to Kog'Maw, and well, this fight's won.
So to touch on that Maokai real quick, with these hyper carries, like Kog'Maw specifically, being so immobile, are we going to see Maokai in pretty much every match because he can shut them down or engage on them so easily?
Yes, because I think when Maokai just flash Ws you and just slows with Q and E, you can't really do much, and you have to flash. And as long as Maokai's team has follow-up, then there's pretty much nothing you can do.
All right, and I want to get into a team fight here at 29 minutes in the game. We're going to get the replay up on your screen. Crepo, walk me through this, because Altec, you're down bottom during most of this. It's a 3-for-1 that starts off near the Baron, and it trails off to the right-hand side. So
yeah, I don't remember how we got in the situation. I guess we needed the pressure, but they catch us off guard.
Oh, this is the other one.
This is the other one, yeah. They come in, and basically what happens here, like, we kite back. That's what we want to do. We're getting the Braum ulti, and look at Kog'Maw and Lulu. That's what the goal of our fight. We can focus the tanks if they're on that Braum ulti. We can tag Kog'Maw again. They're at the other side of the wall. And that's how we keep winning these fights. If we can kite backwards, that's one option, you know. Separate their carries from their tanks, and then just blow up their tanks, because we still have a really strong AD carry. The other way you can go about the fight is just go ham, go aggressive, and jump past their front line and just immediately blow up their backline. That's what they did in the last fight. So that's a good fight for us. We had a couple of bad ones where we got caught off guard by just Eve coming around. So we try to protect our flanks with pink wards, but sometimes, yeah.
But is that where you feel the weakness of this CLG roster is in the current state, is that they're choosing champions that will individually make a play or a pick here or there, but when it comes to the team fights like that, you guys have the upper hand?
Well, their comp was protect the Kog'Maw comp, and it requires a lot of coordination, whereas they're new as a team, and I don't think it's really there yet, but they still pulled a really good fight.
It's really hard to play that comp. I mean, if you look at it, they have no really hard engage. Like, they can fish with binds, like cleavers, Lulu Q, but what is their engage? It's just catching people with an E flank and then relying on Kog'Maw being incredibly big, and luckily we got to shut him down at least a little bit in the early game. He came back really well in the mid game, and it was a really, really big threat, but it's a very, very complex comp to play, so props for them for actually trying it, and it almost worked.
All right, let's jump into one more replay just to kind of close out the gameplay itself. 36 minutes in, another 3-for-0. Altec, talk to me about this one. This is kind of the fight where we see that flash engage by Maokai and how effective it is.
Yep, so right here, Helios cocooned and Black Shield wasted, and Kog'Maw's too far forward right here, and we just kill him through the Lulu ulti. And we just, right here, sit on Yen because they have no damage to follow up. And we just kill Eve afterwards and push mid to win the game. But it all started with not timing the Black Shield or not saving it for the Kog'Maw. Because if Kog'Maw dies, then their whole comp falls apart.
Absolutely. Now, final question. We're just looking forward at the rest of the matches for both the day and this week. You guys still have yet to play Complexity and LMQ. So will you be watching the LMQ matches, the LMQ match that's yet to be played today? And then what are you guys looking to do in the games tomorrow?
Well, we'll obviously watch the matches if we can. I'm a little afraid. I think LMQ will be slightly more organized than this CLG. And ever so slightly. So we'll have to play better. But the dream's alive. For all the dream.
Yeah. Well, LMQ is actually also playing Curse, so I imagine you will pretty much be glued to your chairs during that game. All right, guys. Well, congratulations on your win here for keeping the dream alive. Best of luck in the 2 games you have left to play. Now we're going to go off the riff while the teams load in for the next match, TSM versus Tignitas. And we'll take a look at what you've been writing on Twitter when we come back. The North American continues. North American LCS continues after this.